Hey everybody, you are tuned in to Hanging with Here to Zen, the show that is a place for people who love all kinds of music. We really hope you enjoy your time with us today. Make sure you hit subscribe if you already haven't, and hit that notification bell to be kept up to date. We would love to hear from you over on our social media platforms, so just search Here to Zen and you'll find us. Lastly, could you leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify or Google Podcasts, or wherever you're going to be tuning in from? Those reviews help other people to find us, so we appreciate the reviews and the support. Thanks so much for tuning in. All right, today we are talking with Cory Marks. He's getting ready to release his new EP November 11th via Better Noise Music. So they call him the next generation of country rock. We're going to find out why. Thanks for joining us, Cory.
Hi, thank you, Andrew. Glad to be here.
Okay, so congrats on the EP. We've had it for about a week
Thank
here,
you.
and we've been listening to it. It's a nice little sneak peek, 6 tracks, in and out. When did you first start working on the songs?
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. No, I love the T-shirt, by the way. That's awesome. I was literally wearing that the other day. This project started February 2021, pretty much throughout the whole pandemic is when it all kicked off. And we have a lot of music. These are the 6 songs that we thought would be, that would show the edgier side of Cory Marks and more on the rock side of things. So I'm really excited for the world to hear it.
Excellent. So the song In Me I Trust is an absolute belter of a song for self-empowerment.
Thank you.
What are some of the lessons you've learned, not just in the business side of things, but in your personal life over the last few years?
I think just don't take things for granted. Like your friends and family, and even live music for that matter. And touring and all that stuff that comes with my territory and the industry that I'm in. And I think more than anything on a personal level, it's definitely taught me to be, although I thought I was pretty good at it, to be a little more patient. Because things happen, in our lives and in the world that are really out of our control, and you just got to kind of find a way to deal with them, and rise, and come out the other side, see the light at the end of the tunnel, and keep pushing through.
Awesome. And you grew up in Ontario, Canada. Doesn't seem like the country
Yes.
mecca for me. What was the music scene like growing up there?
Our hometown of North Bay, where I grew up, is a pretty musical city, pretty musical town. I was in some high school bands growing up as a drummer and stuff before I started playing guitar. And there were several bars in North Bay where I grew up, and that's kind of where I got my start playing live. So it was overall pretty good. And it kept me busy and kept me working, and also helped me kind of develop and build as an artist.
Awesome. What were your gateway bands into music when you were younger?
Oh, it varies so much because before I started singing, I was a drummer. So, obviously being from Canada, grew up listening to a lot of Rush, but also Deep Purple and Grand Funk Railroad. And as I grew older, getting into the metal scenes, I was in a metal band as well called Inflict. And so I got into the heavier stuff, like, even from Rush to Dream Theater, then Dream Theater to bands like Pantera and Arch Enemy and Lamb of God. But also, I grew up on Merle Haggard on the countryside, of course, Waylon Jennings and Brad Paisley and Alan Jackson. So really, it's just a mix and mashup of all those genres.
So Neil Peart would have been your drum guy. Who are your other drum guys? As a drummer myself, who are your drum guys?
Oh, awesome. Well, going back to before all that, one of Neil's favorite, of course, Mr. Buddy Rich. There's Neil Peart of Rush. But your Donnie Brewer of Grand Funk Railroad, I thought was a monster and just so great, especially for the kit that he typically had. It was a smaller kit, especially compared to Neil's. Ian Pace, monster player of Deep Purple, and of course, into the metal side of things was the Mike Portnoys and Virgil Donati's and those guys. So I had a mix there too, but I learned a lot from each one.
Well, Virgil being an Australian guy, that's good to hear. So. You mentioned Brad Paisley before. We had the opportunity to see him about a month ago, and he's like the country Eddie Van Halen. So do you take some of your
Yes.
country licks from him when you're playing guitar?
Well, if I could play, as good as one of his fingers on guitar, I would love to be able to pick like that. I can't. I'm more of a, again, drummer, But as far as
Yep.
guitar goes, I'm more of a strummer and songwriter myself. But yeah, I've seen him live several times. Just an incredible guitar picker, talent, of course, singer and songwriter. Huge fan of Brad Paisley.
Awesome. Now, being a drummer, switching to guitar, like I'm horrible on guitar, but I can get a few chords out. But do you think that having that downbeat all the time as a drummer really helps develop your rhythm?
Yeah, I think being a drummer, even other guitar players have said that, or I've said they could tell you were a drummer before you started playing guitar. So it could just be the fact that I'm not easy or smooth on the strings. I'm plugging away pretty good, but I think it's definitely helped for time signature and time keep.
Yeah, sure. How do you feel that your music has grown since the two Nashville releases?
I mean, I think it grows each release, and can bring people back to even the songs like the debut single "Outlaws" and "Outsiders." So, everything's been going quite well, and I'm happy with that. So now I'm hoping to have another spike and build and make more fans with this new EP, I Rise.
Perfect. Now, you've had some collaborations with some of your Better Noise family over the years. What one's been your standout? Not to pick favorites.
Yeah, I think really, I mean, every artist and every musician on the label that who have I've met and who I work with, even the ones outside of the label, like Tyler Conley of Through the Dead Man and Lizzie Hale, and of course Travis Tritt. I think every artist and every musician is has their own uniqueness, and they're very special, and um, they're really all extremely awesome, and I'm thankful for their not only the collaborations that we have, but their friendship, most importantly.
I've got to say, not everyone gets to work with Mick Mars.
Yeah, he's it's pretty cool, and it's pretty surreal that I finally got to meet him actually at the Def Leppard and Motley Crue concert in Toronto. And I got to hang out with him on his tour bus and just kind of shoot the shit and connect with one another. And we've been we keep in touch. We text each other probably once at least once a week since then. And I'm hoping to head over to his house and check out his new album when I get down to Nashville at the end of the week. So I'm really looking forward to that. He's a really cool guy.
Yeah, that's great. Now, you've got one foot firmly in country, one foot firmly in rock. Where does Cory Marks' soul live?
I think he lives right in between both of those steps.
Awesome. Now, you're going to be heading out with Five Finger Death Punch, Brantley Gilbert. That's a really different package, and I actually think it's one of the best packages to go at just because of the varying styles. Do you think that's something that the industry needs to embrace moving forward with different touring packages?
I think so. I mean, the music is so vast now too, especially in the country music world. It's mostly pop or even hip hop for that matter. And you're seeing even some leaning more towards back to that classic like southern rock type feels. And so I think you're going to see more of this. It's definitely something different, something new, and I'm all about that. Being an artist mixing my rock and even hard rock in with country, my country roots. I think it's exciting. I think and I fit right in between both those bands. I think so. I'm really looking forward to getting out on the road with them and seeing what the crowds and fans are going to be like. But I think it's going to be great overall, and you'll see more of it.
Perfect. Now, on your Instagram, you shared lots of photos recently with planes, and I know you've got your pilot's license. Explain the feeling of being able to pilot yourself.
Oh, I think it'd be something in a way like bikers once they get on their Harley and ride. It's just a sense of freedom. It's kind of you the machine in the road, but in my sake, it's me the machine in the skies. And I've dreamt of flying and being a pilot since I was a little kid, and I always wanted to be a fighter pilot. So when I had that small stint at the Royal Military College of Canada, with hopes to be a fighter pilot, it's pretty surreal, but yet a very cool feeling to be able to actually, right before this interview, I just landed. I had to bring my plane back because I'm going to be gone for almost 2 months. So I had to. It was bittersweet to say goodbye to the old girl, but I'm sure I'll get back flying in the new year once I'm back home.
Awesome. Now, as we said, the EP's out in little over a week. What do you want the fans to take away from it when they put it on for the first time?
I just want them to be excited, and I pray to God that they love it. And again, it's just a little bit more the edgier side of who Cory Marks is, and definitely the more rock side. And I just hope it gets them excited for even more music and to come out to more shows now that the world's opening up. And um, just it's always like that. You just hope they love it, and it's something that they add in their playlist. And if they don't, they go follow you on your socials or whatever platform they're listening to music to. And it's just to keep. I just hope I can just keep building and keep making fans. Most importantly,
Perfect. Now, do you think that we're going to see you in 2023?
I pray that I make my way over there. I was supposed to go over there before COVID hit, and I was very very excited for that. So I hope I get a few calls to make it across the pond, if you will,
Excellent.
or whichever way, and
Whichever way.
get over there. Yeah, because I've always wanted to go, and really really heartbroken that I didn't get to do it because of COVID. So 2023, I hope you'll see Cory Marks over there.
Perfect. We're going to finish up for today. So what do you want to leave all your friends with? Like, what do you want them to go check out? Be it your music, someone else's music? Give us like the download before we let you go.
Yeah, well, I hope to be over there and next year. And like I said, and if you want more info on me and who I am, follow me on Instagram and Twitter and Facebook at Cory Marks Music. Got this brand new EP, I Rise, coming out. There's new music videos coming out, and even more new music in 2023. So, follow me on all those platforms, and I really hope to see you guys in the new year.
Brilliant. Perfect, man. Thank you so much for your time. Hopefully we see you in 2023. Congrats again on the EP.
Appreciate it, Andrew. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. And yes, I hope to be over there in 2023.
Excellent. See you, man. Have a good day.
Take care, brother. Thank you.
See you. Bye.